Alright, hello YouTube, I am Reeb the Dweeb. Tonight we are going to be building a Shelby GT500 1967 model, also known as Eleanor. I don't know if we have the body kit, same body kit that Eleanor has, but we can get pretty close in this game. This is a Steam mod as well, so for those of you on console, unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be able to find this car and try to restore it. We did find this car at the junkyard, as you can tell. There's a door missing, there's a hood missing. Engine looks pretty rough. There's valves missing, cylinder, well, the cylinder heads are there, but the valve covers are missing, the rocker arms are missing. There's one push rod there, so at least we got one push rod. Oh, there's another push rod. I spoke too soon. We've got one rocker arm and two push rods, but we're gonna rebuild this thing completely from the ground up. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Let's throw this bad boy over on the car lift. Let's move this one to car lift A, which will be a little bit closer to the engine. So basically on this video we're going to have a few different parts. This video we're going to completely tear down the suspension and put new suspension parts in. I went ahead and bought everything brand new so you guys don't have to watch me go through and rebuild all the suspension and search through the store to buy this and buy that and all that stuff. But without further ado, let's go ahead and pull this bad boy up. Let's see if we can get some audio going too for the video. There we go, we got a little bit of sound. Alright, let's raise this up a little bit higher. We're going to go ahead and start tearing this bad boy apart. Boy, she is in rough shape. Missing a fender, missing a door, no seats, no steering wheel. This is going to be a complete remodel. So let's go ahead and start ripping this bad boy apart. Oh wow, the brakes are completely shot. Of course the brakes are going to be bad, right? Those are usually always bad. Alright, let's see if we can get this wheel hub bearing out. We got that. Let's start pulling the wheel hub off. Go ahead and pull out this knuckle cover. Also, you guys, let me know in the comments below if you guys want a specific engine to be put in here. I think we're going to go ahead and go with the stock engine, which is the V8 overhead valve double carburetor setup. But they do have a supercharged double carburetor, and then they have a completely different engine that we can put in here. We'll go ahead and once we get this part off, let's go ahead and look at the car status. Right here in the swap options, these are all the different engines that we can put in here. The V8 2-carb overhead valve is the stock one that came with it, which is the stock one for this year. So we might just go ahead and keep it all original, I think. Even though we can get much more horsepower out of, say, the Coyote or even the dual overhead cam supercharged V8. But we're going to keep it all original. Maybe in a later video we can go out and go all out and put a nice engine in there. We're going to tear every single piece of the suspension out. Let's go ahead and get these rubber bushings out. Let's see here. Might as well take the drive shaft off as well. Get that old rusty thing out of the way. Also, I don't know what we're going to do for tires and rims on this build yet. But we've got plenty of options. Let's go ahead and yank this bad boy off as well, so we can see around a little bit easier. Alright, a couple more rubber bushings, and then we'll start on the opposite side and rip all that stuff out. And in order to do the cross member, sometimes they're called the K member as well, hopefully we do not have to take the engine completely out of the car for that. Hopefully we can get away with just, you know, dropping the cross member. Alright, a couple more brake parts to go. Let's yank this off. Let's get those nasty brake pads out of there. Disc brake, the wheel hub bearing, and then the wheel hub itself. There we go. And if you guys would like to see any other specific builds or specific vehicles, let me know. And I will do my best to make that possible for you guys. This is also my first YouTube video ever, so apologies if it's not what you guys are used to and up to par. I've done a lot of Twitch streaming in my days, but not so many YouTube videos. Okay, let's yank that sway bar out. We'll get the steering rack. Okay, now we can yank. Nice. We were able to yank out the cross member without taking the engine out. So if I did my homework correctly, we should have all these parts brand new, ready to rock. So far, it looks good. Oh, there we go, a sway bar. We need that. So let's go up here to the parts store, front sway bar B. And voila, there we go. That's what we need right here, guys. Let's buy one of those. Let's go back and go ahead and throw that bad boy on. Let's get our knuckle covers. Wait. K-N-U-C-K-L-E, knuckles, there we go, and we need C, 2 of those. Alright, let's hope that we've got the rest of the parts, so you guys don't want to watch me fumble around through the parts store, right? There's that bad boy, upper suspension arm, brand new bushings. Always got to put new bushings in, right? Always got to put new bushings in. Go ahead and bolt these bad boys up. Also, if you guys would like to see any specific paint job as well, along with a specific engine combination, just let me know in the comments below. Oh, front axle knuckle cover. Wow. Front axle knuckle cover. There's the rear, and there is the front. There we go. Alright, moving right along here. Let's throw this bad boy on. We're going to have to go do the shocks here in a second as well. Wow, front wheel hub too. My goodness, we're going to do some editing here, guys. There we go. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and put these springs together. Alright, got this bad boy. Let's go ahead and take that off and do the same with the second. And there we go. Perfect. Okay, let's go back up and continue the reassemble. Perfect. Everything's looking much nicer, wouldn't you guys agree? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Front wheel hub. Let's see here. Front wheel hub. Where are you at? There we go. Grab those bad boys. Alright, much better. Much better. We need the brake disc ventilated. We need the wheel hub bearing as well. Brand new brake pads. There's that. That's the brand new caliper. Looking pretty snazzy, guys. I think we're going to leave the wheels off. Just for time being. Until we can get a good wheel combination picked out. Uh-oh. Tie rods. Now, I thought for sure that I came through here and bought tie rods. But apparently I did not. So let's get 2 of these as well as 2 of those. Very good. Back to the part mount. There we go. Now we're moving along. Now we're cooking with grease, as they say. Alright, let's go ahead and move over to the other side. Click on this bad boy. And start rebuilding everything once again on this side. Tie rods are good. Bolt that bad boy in. Upper suspension arm with the new bushings. Let's see here. We need to do the bottom suspension arm as well. Yep. Got to do that. We're not going to get very far driving without a bottom suspension arm, right? Alright, let's go ahead and throw the sway bar in. Now, to my understanding, the only thing that makes the 67 Shelby GT500 an Eleanor, so to speak, is the body kit. And again, if I'm mistaken, you guys, please feel free to correct me in the comments below. And again, if there's any specific engine combo, paint job, anything you guys want to see, just let me know, and I will do my best to make it happen. Alright, so far we're looking good. So far we are looking good. Alright, let's step back and look at all the brand new shiny parts. Very nice, very nice. Now let's start the back side. Also, when I'm taking these tires off, I kind of like to go to the side so I can line the bolts up a little bit easier and yank them off just a little bit quicker. Doesn't save a lot of time, but it just saves a couple seconds. And when you're doing your story mode and your shop mode and you've got tons of cars coming in left and right, those couple seconds tend to add up. Let's yank these rubber bushings out. Also, guys, we are on sandbox mode too, so you can tell up at the right hand corner we've got a phenomenal amount of money in our bank. I'm going to try to be doing a few series on shop modes themselves in the future, the upcoming videos, hopefully. Let's get these out. We need that. Oh, fuel tank. Not yet. Not yet, buddy. Alright, that's good. Let's get rid of these mufflers. Let's yank this fuel pump while we're back here. Alright. Next tire's coming off. Alright, let's get these nasty brakes off. Boy, wouldn't it be nice if brake parts came off this easy in real life. Being this rusted, you'd probably be fighting every single bolt, every single nut. WD-40, torches. The whole kitchen sink, right? Alright, leaf spring bolts. Let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of this one as well. Plate's got to come off. Oh, the bushings. Do not forget the bushings. There's always something I forget. Every time I build a car for a customer, I'll go to return it and there'll be a starter missing. Or there'll be a bushing missing and I've got to go through all the suspension searching for which part. Curious if anybody else has that same that same issue. Alright, so we are completely stripped out. Let's go ahead and start mounting parts. Hopefully we've got all the parts we need for this. I believe I went through pretty thorough on the back end. But then again, I thought I went through, or thought I was thorough enough on the front end with buying parts, so. Alright, let's see here. Knuckle housing's got to go on. Our leaf spring's got to go on. Wheel hub has got to go on. Our small rubber bushings. Let's bolt those guys in. Let's go ahead and throw this. Alright, good old Eleanor. 67 Mustang. Alright, let's go on the other side. Bolt this guy in. Leaf springs. There we go. And then this bushing right here in the back. Perfect. And now we need to throw these leaf spring plates in. And the U-bolts. There's that one as well. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Throw this guy on. Throw our solid rear axle. And that bad boy as well. Drum wheel cylinder. Brake shoes. And now we can put our brake drum back on. And like as we did with the front, we are going to leave the wheels off for time being until we figure out exactly what we want as far as wheel combination. Again, we'll probably just go with the same, the original ones that came with it. Same thing as the engine. Keep the original engine for now. Okay, so we've got all the suspension done. That looks good. Let's go ahead and lower this down. We'll get the welder machine over here. Get the body fixed up a little bit. And we might as well clean the inside out too while we're at it. So let's move this to car lifter A. Nice little welder here. Use equipment, $1,000 to clean it up. Beautiful. The rust is gone. We're starting to get somewhere, guys. Alright, let's put this bad boy back, and we might as well clean it out while we're at it. So let's move this over to car lifter A. And what this is going to do is clean out the interior. So let's get a good look at the interior right now. It doesn't look too bad. Nice and shiny. Carpet looks good. Door panels look pretty decent. Well, let's go clean it and see if there's any difference. $100. That's not too bad. Okay, doesn't look like there's too much difference. A little bit more shine on the chrome. Yeah, I really can't tell much of a difference. What do you guys think? Does it look like it cleaned up at all? Boy, that body sure does look nice. Alright, let's put this back. Oh, wrong button. We did double clean. Alright, now we can start to do the teardown of the engine, which is going to be fun. So, first things first, let's go ahead and make sure everything is off the way we need it. Yep, let's go ahead and get rid of this radiator. Brake servo, let's yank that bad boy. Battery, we'll take the battery out too. And while we're in the engine compartment, let's go ahead and put that on. Let's go ahead and get a new radiator. Oh, we don't have a new radiator. We gotta buy one of those. Okay, we're gonna take the battery. I'm such a cheapskate. We're gonna buy everything else brand new, but the battery, we're gonna throw on the charger and charge it. Yes, recharge that bad boy. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the cherry picker over here. We'll get the engine out, and then we can get the engine started. Let's move this to car lifter A. And then we will pull out. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, you can go back, Mr. Cherry Picker. Mr. Engine Hoist Jack, whatever you want to call it. Alright, now here we are going to start a new engine. We're going to start with the V8 overhead valve 2 carbs. And once we get everything done, I would like to come back and throw maybe a dual overhead cam supercharged in there. Seems how we can fit it. We could even fit one of the newer Coyote motors in there. That would be pretty neat. Which is back here. Oh yeah. But for now, let's go ahead and keep it all stock and go with this bad boy. So we're going to need to go to part mount, and I believe I've got the block and everything I need to go ahead and start this build. So let's go ahead and throw whatever we can on. Crankshaft, let's go ahead and throw that in there. Camshaft as well. Nice new shiny alternator. Oh yeah. Nice and chromed out. Same thing with the power steering pump. Alright, well, let's start getting the timing stuff going. Oh, of course we need a timing chain. Alright, so we want this little guy right here. Perfect. Let's throw that on. Throw the timing cover. We've got that, and then we need the crankshaft pulley. Lovely, we've got one of those. Oh, the belts. We're going to need the belts, of course. A belt and a water pump. So let's go ahead and add this to our parts list. And then we will add this bad boy to our parts list as well. We can start throwing the pistons in there. Perfect. Cylinder head. Same thing as with the tires before. We're going to go down here and kind of line these bolts up to where they're pretty much right behind one another. Save a little bit of time putting them in. Alright, so let's get a little bit better angle. There we go. Throw this in as well. This game's so relaxing. Love Car Mechanic Simulator. Alright, oh, we do not have an intake manifold. We definitely need one of those. We also need one of those. Let's go ahead and throw the headers on, the exhaust manifolds. I'm kind of curious to see what this guy's going to do on the dyno. I mean, know what kind of stock power it makes. But now that we got all this upgraded performance parts, it's going to be very interesting to see what kind of numbers we can pull on the dyno. Alright, now comes the push rods. Let's throw these guys in one by one. There we go. These guys connect to the top of the camshaft. Make sure the valves don't The intake or the exhaust valve doesn't open too far, which lets your gas in and your exhaust out once the gas is burnt. But I'm sure most of you guys know that, right? Car Mechanic Simulator fans. You guys are pretty well educated on how engines run, so. Alright, 2 more rocker arms for this side. 1 and 2. There we go. Now let's throw the valve cover on. Line these bolts up, one after another. Alright, we're looking good, guys. We're getting there. Now let's come over here and do these as well. No more push rods. Wow. Okay, let's go back to the parts store. Boy, these guys are making it, killing it off of push rods, making it killing off of us. Wow, major brain fart there, guys. 8, there we go. And let's pull our part list out. What else do we need? A water pump, which would be this guy right here, I believe. And then we need the belts. V8 overhead valve. There we go. And then an intake manifold. Intake. That one. And then the ignition distributor rotor box. Or the little rotor button. Gotta have that. Okay. Let's go slap these guys on. Torque these guys down. Ooh, the carburetors. Boy, these are some fancy looking carburetors. Bet they're a pretty penny too. Alright. Let's go ahead and throw this water pump on. Let's get this belt on. We're going to need another belt as well for this. Alright, let's see here. Let's buy the last couple parts that we need. And then a pulley. That's water pump pulley right here. Okay, let's hope we don't need anything else. Throw the water pump pulley on. We'll add that. Let's get our button and then our cap and then the little clips. Cannot forget about these clips. Alright, there we go. You know what? Let's go ahead and see if we can buy a performance one of these. We don't really need to add that. Alright, let's go back to the performance shop, which is right here. And we need the double carb version, which they do not have. They've got the Hemi-Cuda. I do not think that'll work though. Let's buy it and see. Nope. V8 overhead valve K. Yeah, unfortunately we can't get ourselves a nice performance air filter. That's a shame. I'll have to go with an old stock one then. That'll shave a couple horsepower off, unfortunately. Alright, there's the top to it. Now let's go down here and do these push rods. Get these rocker arms bolted on. Just like that. There we go. Nice spark plugs in there as well. 2 and last one. There we go. Perfect. Looking good, guys. Looking good. If you guys enjoyed the build and you want to see different cars, again, like or go ahead and leave me a comment down in the comment section, and I will do my best to build what you guys want to see. Kind of enjoying doing these junkyard builds, to be honest. There's a lot of stuff that you can find at the junkyard. Let's go ahead and cheat and throw the clutch plate and pressure plate and all that stuff on right now while it's still on the stand. Alright, let's see here. What are we missing? We need the belts. And then we need to go underneath it and connect everything, right? So I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's turn this bad boy upside down so we can get a little bit better view of what we're looking at. And then we'll start connecting all the rods. Technically we should probably start with the bearing caps first, right? But that's okay. Luckily, Car Mechanic Simulator doesn't make us go through and do everything in the correct order and torque everything down bolt by bolt. Tighten all the bolts in the correct order. For those of you mechanics out there, you know darn well that you've got to bolt cylinder heads in a certain pattern and make sure everything's torqued down to a certain specification. But, you know, that might add another aspect to it. Alright, last rod cap here. Everything looks nice and tidy. And what do you know? Reeb does not have an oil pan. Guys, there's a big reason why my name is Reeb the Dweeb. And I'm thinking you guys are starting to see, so. Alright, belts. A V8 overhead valve. And we want this guy right here. And then oil pan. Perfect. Down goes the oil pan. Oil filter, we'll screw that on. We'll put this on. Alright, now let's rotate this guy. Oh wait, tablet, no. Oh, okay, what are we doing here? There we go. No fan neither. Let's go see if we can buy that fan at the performance. Nope. Just wanted to check just to see if we could. Okay, back to the normal parts store, and we need this one right here, I do believe. Perfect. Alright guys, now we are ready to drop this guy in as far as I can tell. Fill it up with oil and drop it in the let's go ahead and pick it off the crate. Oh yeah, we need this guy back, don't we? Alright, car lifter back. Let's go ahead and install this guy right here. I believe this is it. Okay. Wow, look at that, guys. Now we are getting somewhere. Now we are getting somewhere. Okay, let's go ahead and finish mounting. We need a radiator. You know what? Let's go over here and use our workbench. We never use our workbench. Let's see if we can repair that radiator. Yep, it'll give us the option to. Oh. I don't know if we finished it though. Let's go ahead and spam click through all these. Could have done that in the beginning and saved a little bit of money. But that's okay. Nice brand new radiator. Let's go grab the battery. Perfect. Fully charged. Alright, let's go throw the battery in there, and I believe that'll just about do it for this episode. Next video, we are going to finish the body, I believe. Get a new tire combination and rim tire combination. We'll probably stick with the same ones, but we'll just buy new ones. And then we will restore the body. So guys, thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe below. Also, if you guys want to see any different engine combinations, again, like I've said during the video, any kind of different paint combinations, any different type of engine combinations, wheel tires, the whole 9 yards, comment below and we will do our best to make it happen for you guys. So thank you guys very much.